أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر إلى الذين أوتوا نصيبا من الكتاب يدعون إلى كتاب الله ليحكم بينهم ثم يتولوا فريق منهم وهم معرضون ذلك بأنهم قالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودات وغرهم في دينهم ما كانوا يفترون فكيف إذا جمعناهم ليوم لا ريب فيه ووفيت كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم Seyri kainat Hazreti Fahri Alem Muhammed Mustafa'ra salavat. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Hak Teala çün yarattı Adem'i, kıldı Adem'le müzeyyen alemi. Adem'e kıldı feriştehler sucud, hem ana çok kıldı o lütfu sucud. Mustafa nurunu alnında kodu, bil Habibim nurudur bu nur dedi. Kıldı o nuranın alnında karar, kıldanın ile nice rüzgar. Sonra hava alnına nakletti bil, durduğu anda dahi nice ayın. Doğdu ana nakletti bu nur, anın alnında tecelli kıldı nur. Erdi İbrahim İsmail'e hem söz uzanur, ger kalanın der isem. İş bu resmine müselsel muttasıl, ta olunca Mustafa'ya muntakıl. Geldi cün o rahmeten lil alemin, vardı nur anda karar etti hemin. Tut kavak efzasını ey yar-ı din, bilesin kimdir o fahrül mürselin. Geldiler siz bulasız odan necat, aşk ile derd ile edin es-salat. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebiyyil ummi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ve sellim. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebiyyil ummi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ve sellim. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebiyyil الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
إلى شرف المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خاصة نورهم سبحانك وجه الشحن شبن محمد بخاري سلطان الأنبياء شاب الله شيخ سلطان SahibulSaif. الفاتحة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم واتوب اليك من كل ذنب معصية من كل ما يخالف دين الاسلام من كل ما يخالف الشريعات من كل ما يخالف الطريقات من كل ما يخالف المعرفات من كل ما يخالف الحقيقات من كل ما يخالف العظمات يا ارحم الراحمين. هودان كلمتان شهادتان عندك يا رسول الله وهي لنا ودية نعمك يا أنزل رحمة للعالمين. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام وفدو أمر إلا الله إن الله باسر بالعباد. رابطة الشريف اختيارات الشافعي. فاتحة الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. ألم نشرح بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله. إخلاص الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله. فاتحة الشهر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
بسم الله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما حقي بالصالحين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم. سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى أشرف النبي المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم الكرام وإلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية خاصة روحهم طريقة وزن حالقة خواجة شاه نقشبندي محمد ويس البخاري سلطان الأولياء شيخ عبد الفائز دارستاني والفقراء سراجي فؤاد الرباني سلطان الأولياء قبلة الإسلام صاحب الزمان شاه سلطان مولانا محمد ناظم الحقاني إلى عبد الخالق الجواني SahibulSaif شيخ عبدالكريم كبرسي رباني وإلى سائر وسادتنا والصديقين.
الفاتحة.
فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله والصلاة والسلام عليك والصلاة والسلام عليك قاب قوسين مدد يا رسول الله همت يا حبيب الله مدد يا حسبي ربي جل الله قلبي غير الله محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله قلبي غير الله محمد صلى الله نور محمد صلى الله غير محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله صاحب الميدان مدد يا صاحب المكان مدد يا صاحب الصيف مدد يا صاحب الزمان مدد يا حسبي ربي جل الله قلبي غير الله محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله قلبي غير الله لا إله إلا حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم على بذكر الله تطمئن قلوب بلى الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله Hasbunallah ni'mal vakil, ni'mal mevla, ni'mal nasir. Ve la havle ve la kuvvete illa billahil aliyyil azim.
Hu الوكيل. حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل. هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم النصير. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حق الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا قيوم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا عظيم الله حي يا عظيم الله حي يا عظيم الله حي يا عظيم الله حي يا مالك الله حي يا مالك الله حي يا مالك الله حي يا مالك الله حي يا سبحان الله حي يا سبحان الله حي يا سبحان الله حي يا سبحان الله حي يا سلطان الله حي يا سلطان الله حي يا سلطان الله حي يا سلطان الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا فتاح الله حي يا فتاح الله حي يا فتاح الله حي يا فتاح الله حي يا ستار يا ستار الله حي يا ستار الله حي يا ستار الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا مجيد الله حي يا مجيد الله حي يا مجيد الله حي يا مجيد الله حي يا رشيد الله حي يا رشيد الله حي يا رشيد الله حي يا رشيد الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا شهيد حي يا شهيد الله حي يا شهيد الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا جمال الله حي يا جمال حي يا جمال الله حي يا جمال الله حي يا جلال يا جلال الله حي يا جلال الله حي يا جلال الله حي يا جبار الله حي يا جبار الله حي يا جبار الله حي يا جبار الله حي يا قهار الله حي يا قهار الله حي يا قهار الله حي يا قهار الله حي يا قدير الله حي يا قدير الله حي يا قدير الله حي يا قدير الله حي يا مقتدر يا مقتدر الله حي يا مقتدر الله حي يا مقتدر الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم حي يا كريم الله حي يا كريم الله حي يا وكيل الله حي يا وكيل الله حي يا وكيل الله حي يا امان الله حي يا امان حي يا امان الله حي يا امان الله حي يا سلام يا سلام الله حي يا سلام الله حي يا سلام الله حي يا حليم الله حي يا حليم الله حي يا
حليم الله حي يا حليم الله حي يا حفيظ الله حي يا حفيظ الله حي يا حفيظ الله حي يا حفيظ الله حي يا رحمن الله حي يا رحمن الله حي يا رحمن الله حي يا رحمن الله حي يا رؤوف الله حي يا رؤوف الله حي يا رؤوف الله حي يا رؤوف الله حي يا رحيم الله حي يا رحيم الله حي يا رحيم الله حي يا رحيم الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا احد الله حي يا احد الله حي يا احد الله حي يا احد الله حي يا صمد الله حي يا صمد الله حي يا صمد الله حي يا صمد الله حي يا سميع الله حي يا سميع حي يا سميع الله حي يا سميع الله حي يا بصير يا بصير الله حي يا بصير الله حي يا بصير الله حي يا غفار الله حي يا غفار الله حي يا غفار الله حي يا غفار الله حي يا غفور الله حي يا غفور الله حي يا غفور الله حي يا غفور الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا ولي الله حي يا عليم الله حي يا عليم الله حي يا عليم الله حي يا عليم الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا علي الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا وهاب الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا ودود الله حي يا امان الله حي يا امان حي يا امان الله حي يا امان الله حي يا صبور الله حي يا صبور الله حي يا صبور الله حي يا صبور الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله حي يا الله الله حي يا الله الله حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين
على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات
صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسله وجميع الحق على محمد وعلى آل محمد عليهم وعليهم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته ورضي الله تعالى عن سادتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين وعن التابعين بهم بإحسان وعن الأئمة المجتهدين المهديين وعن العلماء المتقين وعن الأولياء الصالحين وعن مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم الزكية ونور الله تعالى درجة مباركة وعد الله تعالى علينا من بركاته في يداتهم دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين.
الفاتحة. سبحان ربي العلي الوهاب.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين جعلنا الله إيانا وإياكم سجيب الشفاعة ويرجو من الله رحمته ورافته اللهم بحرمة هذا النبي الكريم وآله وصحبه منهاج قويم اجعلنا من خير أمته واستعملنا من زين حرمته واشرنا غدا في زمرته واستعمل ألسنتنا في مديه ونصرته وحينا متمسكين بسنته وطاعته ومتنا اللهم على حبه وجماعته اللهم ادخلنا الجنة فإنه أول من ينزلها وارحمنا يوم يشفى الخلائق فترحمها اللهم زدنا زيارته في كل سنة ولا تجعلنا من الغافلين قبل السنة اللهم لا تجعلنا في مجلسنا أحدا إلا غسلت ما تبدي عن ذنوبها وسكنت به بهداية المغفرة أيوبا اللهم إنه كان معنا في سنة الماضية إخواننا معنا عن قضاء حزنة فضله رحمهم الله اللهم ارحمنا على سنة من أصحاب القبور ووفقنا إلى أمل صالح قسنه على أمل الزهور اللهم اجعلنا لعنائك الذاكرين ولنعمائك الشاكرين وليوم لقائك الذاكرين واحنا بطاعتك مشكورين وإذا توفيتنا فتوفه غير مفتونين ولا محزونين واختم لنا خيرهم أجمعين اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين واجعلنا من فتنة هذه الدنيا سالمين اللهم اجعل لنا هذا النبي الشفيع ارزقنا به يوم القيامة مقاما رفيعا اللهم اسقنا من حوض نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شربة هنية منية لا ندمع بعده أبدا تحت لواء غدا اللهم ارحم لآبائنا أمهاتنا ولمشايخك علينا وزد أجر هذا الخير في هذه الليلة ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك أنت قريب مجيب الدعوات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات واغفر الذنوب والخطيئات يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi, all praises are due to you. May your peace and blessings be on the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his family and his companions. Ya Rabbi, please bless our Grand Shaykh Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazm al-Hakkani, Ya Rabbi. Please bless our Shaykh SahibulSaif, Shaykh Abdulkerim, Kibrisi Rabbani, Ya Rabbi. Raise them to higher and higher and high stations, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, give long life, healthy life, strong life to Shaykh Lokman Efendi, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be better ones to him, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be better ones in this way, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're thanking you endlessly, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're not capable of praising you, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're thanking you for all the favors that you've given to us, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're asking you for the sake of this holy night, Ya Rabbi, for the sake of this zikr, Ya Rabbi, to keep us away from batil, Ya Rabbi, to keep us away from zulm, Ya Rabbi, to not let us to be zalims, Ya Rabbi. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Ya Rabbi, don't let us to be counted as zalims, Ya Rabbi. Don't let us to count as supporting zalims, Ya Rabbi. Keep us far away from zulm and zalims, Ya Rabbi. Accept our intentions to be here, to be away from zulm and zalims, Ya Rabbi. Keep us with the people of haq, Ya Rabbi. Keep us with the people of haq, Ya Rabbi. Keep us with the people who are fighting for haq, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, keep us with those ones that are following your ways, Ya Rabbi. Keep us with the ones that you love, Ya Rabbi. Keep us with the ones that the Holy Prophet loves, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're asking you for this holy night, Ya Rabbi, to bring an end to zulm, Ya Rabbi. To bring an end to cruelty, Ya Rabbi. To bring an end to tyrants, Ya Rabbi. To bring an end to tyranny, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're asking you for Mahdi alayhi salam, Ya Rabbi. We ask you for Sultanate, Ya Rabbi. We ask you for for the Khilafat, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
We ask you for the flag of Rasulullah, Ya Rabbi. We ask to be the servants of the ones who you have appointed, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Don't keep us with those ones that you don't love, Ya Rabbi. Protect our children, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Protect our children, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Help the Muslims who are suffering, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Help the believers who are under suffering, Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Send them a helper, Ya Rabbi. Send them Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam, Ya Rabbi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi Peygamber Efendimiz Muhammed Mustafa'ya salatu selam eyle.
Amin.
Büyük Şeyhimiz Şeyh Nazım Adil Hakkani Hazretleri'nin makamını âli eyle.
Amin.
Şeyhimiz SahibulSaif Abdulkerim el Kibrisi Rabbani Hazretleri'nin makamını artır Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Kıyamete kadar açık tut Ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Şeyhimiz Şeyh Lokman Efendi Hazretleri'ne sağlık, sıhhat, afiyet, güç, kuvvet nasip eyle Ya Rabbi. Makamını artır, yolunu aç, açık tut. Önündeki her türlü engeli kaldır, işin hizmetini arttır Ya Rabbi. Etrafına hayırlı kullarını gönder Ya Rabbi. Biz de etrafındaki hayırlı, samimi, itaatkar müritlerinden eyle Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi bu mübarek gecenin yüz hürmetine günahlarımızı affeyle Ya Rabbi. Hatasını anlayıp tövbe eden kullarından eyle, samimi kullarından eyle Ya Rabbi. Zalimlerden eyleme Ya Rabbi. Zalimlerin zulmünü durdur Ya Rabbi. Durduracak kullarını yolla Ya Rabbi. İslam dünyasını tek bir çatı altında toplayacak sultanını yolla Ya Rabbi. Halifeni gönder. Mehdi Aleyhisselam, İsa Aleyhisselam'ı gönder Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi şeyhimizin duasını kabul eyle. Biz de her daim onun emrinde, hizmetinde eyle Ya Rabbi.
Estağfurullah, estağfurullah. Estağfurullah, lazim lezi la ilahe illa huvel hayyul kayyum ve etûbü ileyh. Tevbeten abdin samşur. Allahümme ente rabbi la ilahe illa ente halkın. Estağfurullah ve müşermez. يا وهاب يا وهاب يا وهاب يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب من قلب القلوب والأبصار يا للمتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام وفر أمر الله إن الله باسم بالعباد صلاة تنجينا من جميع الأحوال والآفات وتقدير من جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا بصالحات وبلغنا أحسن اللهم اسلم محمد وارحمت محمد يا أرحم الراحمين ارحمنا يا أرحم الراحمين فاعف عنا يا أرحم الراحمين يا غفر الذنوب ستر العيوب فتح القلوب آمين آمين آمين والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين إلى شرف النبي مصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كما شيخنا في طريقة النشمة العالية خاصة الروحين غاص الحالك وجه الشهر البخاري سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الله شيخ سلطان والناس SahibulSaif الفاتحة اللهم صل وسلم Amin. Selamun Aleyküm ve Rahmetullahi ve Berekatuhu. Allah kabul etsin inşallah. Okay. Şükür. Elhamdülillah.
Alaikum Shem. Okay. I feel like a lot of the time I have very impulsive tendencies. Like I jump at the opportunity to, do things or say something or, comment or, it just happens. And, I've been told that I have to pull back a lot more because I have a tendency to naturally be impulsive and, jump at the opportunity to do something. So what are some ways that I can, practice pulling back and becoming less impulsive? You're my Shaykh. No.
Whoever is telling you to pull back, it's not going through me. I'm not telling you to pull back.
Yeah.
You're telling a young guy, with energy, with something, with intelligence, not some. With intelligence, with understanding, to pull back. Or you don't pull back. You don't tell the fish to swim. Do you? You don't tell the fish to fly. You don't tell the bird to swim. He wants to fly, guide it. Guide it. Guide it and teach it how to fly. It is something that is beyond our glass is half full or our glass is half empty. It's not playing with words here. Okay? So number one, I'm not telling you to pull back. If anything, I will tell you, do whatever you're doing, but watch yourself. Observe what you're doing, and then report to me what you observe. And then you may, let's say, judge yourself, or at least not judge, but look at how it was when you were reacting or acting on that certain situation. Observe yourself. More than pulling back is observe. Observe yourself. Look at yourself. Understand. Think. Tafakkur. Tafakkur is to think. To observe. How can you not think if you don't observe? Yes? And understand, as our Shaykh is saying, Prophet ﷺ is saying 1 hour of observation, 1 hour of tafakkur. It is better than 70 years of worship. Now, in this way, more than anything, we're taught how to observe. Observe yourself, observe others. Observe yourself more. Observe yourself when you're hungry. Observe yourself when you're full. Observe yourself when you're sleepy, when you're well, when you're sick. Observe yourself. This is how you are going to understand. And then it's up to you whether you want to control it or to let it go. Because you know what you are doing. You're observing. You are studying. You need to study yourself. And then you will know by yourself, because you're studying yourself, you're looking at that situation, whether you need to go 20 miles an hour or 120 miles an hour. But this observation of self, this observation, it is not a big thing in this country, in the West really. Because observation means you focus. You're not distracted. You observe one thing and it can take minutes, it can take hours, sometimes years. You observe. Yes?
Yes.
If you belong to a society where they don't teach you to observe, and observing means sometimes there's something, sometimes there's nothing. But when it is not a society that teaches you to observe, to study yourself, what some people say, meditate, right? Focus. It doesn't really, you cannot make money from this basically. You can't. How are you going to make money? You're going to make money from a stone garden, put one stone there, you stare at it. How much money are you going to make? And how long that thing is going to last? Maybe they put a timer, they say you can only stare at this stone or this garden or this thing for 1 hour, later you have to buy a new one maybe, but it doesn't sell. When you belong to a society that is capitalist, industrialist like this, consumerist, then it is about, if you're satisfied with one thing, how to make them to want 10 things. If they want 10 things, you make them, how to make them want 100 things. Always igniting the passion, the nafs, the desire. You understand?
Yes.
So, and always when they say that you have a desire, you have to fulfill it. You have to desire, that's why you're always overstimulated from young. You're not taught how to observe. Overstimulated from young because in order to satisfy this, so many things, you have to spend a lot of money. You do. Especially coming from a materialist point of view, you have to spend money in order to get something. And you're stuck there. Kids today, even during our time, depending, they're overstimulated. So they don't even know what it means to observe because they never watch an ant crawl. Never watch an ant crawl. They never watch, and here I'm shifting to nature before your own nature, to nature. They never see sheep, really. Why they like this? Observing, watching. The tree growing, falling, all these things, it is there. Some people are doing it, but the whole ideology of the country is not promoting that. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, but once, if this is taught, and kids, they are not taught to always be happy, always be playing. No, not playing. How you say? Always be excited. Always be stimulated. Huh? If they're taught that, they get very bored. Take away things, they get very bored. Then they start making it from themselves instead of relying from something outside. They don't need to take from outside. They don't need to buy from outside. It's inside. You understand? They make it. And kids do that naturally. They play pretend, they play this and that, and they make things that are so interesting, intelligent. Boredom, it is very important. Because when you're bored that time, that's the time, ironically, that's the time you wake up and you try to do something. Huh?
Yeah.
Learn just, and do you have some cultures that say, how can you watch without controlling also? How can you watch without judging? Yeah, you can. They teach us in certain schools, they say, you're breathing, right? Alhamdulillah, inshallah, everyone is breathing. But watch yourself when you're watching your breathing. Suddenly, something is there. It's not natural.
Yeah.
Correct or no?
Correct.
To just be controlling your breathing by not controlling your breathing, meaning you watch how you breathe, but you just let it go. You don't control that. It's already a skill. What happens when you do that? Then the reality of the thing will expose itself to you. Yourself will expose, other things will expose, because you say, wait, just let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. You start thinking, it's moving like this, it's interesting. You start thinking, it's moving like this, maybe because of that, but no, it's not because of that, oh, it's because of something else. So it's very interactive. You start thinking. And once you start making the connection now with the awliya Allah, you start making a connection now to your sheikhs and how they... Why I'm saying all these things? Because Shaykh Efendi said it. He says in the old days, person walking, simple man walking, and he sees something on the ground. He stops there. 1 hour he's looking at a worm or something on the floor. Looking. And then he walks again. Bilal? Looking at nature. Who makes nature? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is there wisdoms in nature? Definitely. So now you're going to take lesson. You're going to have wisdom. Wisdom is the essence of knowledge, you see. Everyone has knowledge these days, but they become like donkey carrying books. There is no wisdom. They're not taking. Wisdom means what is the essence of knowledge. They don't take that. So many times it's difficult to apply the knowledge. But if there is a wisdom that is there, it's easy to apply. It is. Women can go back. Children also who are there, women and children in the small masjid, you can go back. You're not listening to sohbat, you're gabbing with each other, your children are there. Shaykh Efendi's house is over there, you can go and relax and gab as much as you want over there. This is sohbat that is happening here. We're not hearing. Maybe one of our... No, not you. You still like that, they start hating you. You already don't like you anyway. Go, tell them. No, not you. Karishma, no. Sit down. Let's go. Then you will be required to do things without so much of the things that are going to interfere you in doing it. I don't want to say feelings, you understand? It's more than just feelings or emotions. Huh? You have to have a feeling, but it's not going to interfere because you are keeping it. Although it wants to jump up and down, but you're keeping it cool. When you're driving, I'm observing, the more that they are speeding now, the more you see them getting more focused. You don't see them when they're speeding, they start eating pizza from behind. Some people, they become like expert. They can go like this, take a pizza and eat and drive at the same time. But the more they are, even if it is very exciting, so many things are happening, the more that they are focused, the more they are trained to handle that kind of stress. The more you understand it's not stress, this is part of life, don't run away from it, don't be childish. And when you do that, you can go further. Why you need to go further? Because we have a long way to go. We have a long way. That you're not going to get agitated so fast because all of that wasted energy is not doing anything to you. You're driving, you need to concentrate, you need to like really, and that time, you're not going to do like this too, to look. Yes? Maybe when you're just driving slow, you can look like this maybe. But the more that you are, the more that you understand, I have to focus, but my vision now has to be like this. You become very aware. Awareness. You need to be aware of yourself. That you become more aware of yourself, aware of others, aware of your surroundings, aware of your past, aware of your present, aware how it's going to affect your future. You're aware of who is looking at you, why they're looking at you, when they're looking at you. You understand? Yes. Then once you become aware, you have not just these eyes. You have many eyes, different kinds of eyes. We see. To see, it is also a divine quality, yes? But don't think Allah sees the way we see. Huh? To see, to be able to, visualize is more than visualize. To be able to know what is in your surroundings, what is inside of you, to see. It's not just with this. So, you need more sohbats like this. But you're not here too many times. Then you have to listen to the sohbat. You have to think. You understand?
Yes.
And try to process. Come up with 100 questions, doesn't matter. Sit and ask. Then observe your shaykh. The Shaykh is there. Our Shaykh is there to bring us, to help us to come. Shaykh Efendi is there, helping us, bringing us to the holy presence of the Prophet ﷺ. We don't know how to reach that presence by ourselves. They have gone back and forth. You understand? And to divine presence, we leave that for another day. But we don't know how to. They're training us how to be. So, practice it. Rehearse it.
Okay.
All right? You can have rehearsals, you can have a full run, you can have a full dress, whatever. You know, there are different kinds.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So when you rehearse, then you say, oh, like this. Then it's very interesting at that time. That time you stop also having all these things to interfere into the understanding. You're not going to be too angry or too jealous or too this or too that. You're just going to say, interesting. Even if something bad is happening in front of you, you're seeing it, you stop judging. The person is doing that, but you know you can do worse. You don't judge, you say, interesting. I wonder how that happens. Because it could happen to me. Then you will know your enemy. Then you'll know how the enemy attacks. And you'll know how to defend. Tamam? Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. You have the tea, chayja? Okay. Give the tea, inshallah. Everyone, give to the women. Pass it down. Anything else anyone wants to say? Any other questions? Yes, Salim.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My question is, how do you rid yourself of negative emotions that come from past experiences in your life?
Good, that's a very good question. How do you get rid of the negative influences of your past experiences?
Yes.
Everything that you are trying to learn, there's always a teacher. You see?
Yes.
So even in learning how to deal with bad experiences in the past, you have to have a teacher. Because this concerns maybe it concerns your psychology, it concerns your spirit. Now with that, you have to find a spiritual teacher. If it concerns traumas of the body, you're going to go to a doctor, another person with knowledge, another teacher, so to speak. He's going to say like this, and you're going to try to fix things. You're going to try to do things, or you're going to try to stop doing certain things in order to get better. Correct?
Yes.
Now, if it concerns you now, especially your psychology, your spirit, then you've got to find a teacher. First, you've got to find a teacher. By yourself, it may not work so well. As one of the great saints in Islam said, Mawlana Rumi is saying, if you don't have a guide, a journey that is supposed to take you, let's say, 3 days, it's going to take you 300 years. Let's say. You'll still reach it some way, somehow, but it's going to take you a long time. You're going to lose so much. So when you find a teacher, then you start what they say, processing things properly, according to the spiritual way. Not really according to therapists, they do that. After a while, they say, just take this drug, take that drug. Okay? You are a case study. They don't really care about you. If they care about you, they're not going to charge anything. Right? But it is a business. Once there is a business that is there, money that is involved, it's corruptible. So now you find a shaykh. I have things in my past. I find a shaykh. What is my intention? I want to not only get rid of the bad feelings that I have, but to try to understand it. To ask for forgiveness and freedom from all those things. And the shaykh then, first, he's going to turn around and he's going to say, first, know that you, your past, your present, your future, you have been created by a creator, by Allah. Remember him. Start having a close relationship with him, with his beloved ones, with the Prophet, with the saints. Have that first. Have that spiritual bond first. Try. Then you try to connect with the Shaykh to have that spiritual bond with the Shaykh. Then you try to connect with the Jamaat to have a spiritual bond with that Jamaat. First, that is the foundation. Okay? That is the foundation. Then slowly, you're going to understand, all the things that has happened to me, either you're going to say I'm at fault or other people are at fault. Sometimes a bit both, but usually these days you say I'm not at fault, everyone's a victim, somebody else did it to them. Let's say this. Now being with the Shaykh a little bit more, we understand now so many things also happening to us, not everything, but a lot of things that happen to us, maybe we are partly responsible for it. Right? We are partly responsible. I'm not saying everything, of course. Then you start processing it. I'm partly responsible. Then you start thinking, you start going back, you start opening those pages. You start observing, not just feeling. You understand? But you have to have that foundation, you have to have that spiritual support also to teach you how to now, if you are trying to bond with your Lord, and you're saying, Astaghfirullah, help me. I want to return to you. I want to leave everything behind. I want to leave myself behind. I want to return to you. Then the support will come to your heart. Then you'll say, I cannot let go because of this. Let me look at it. What is chaining me there? I'm not just going to try to run and for the chain to pull back for it to hurt me. I'm actually going to stop running and just observe. They start turning the page and say, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. What I can help, what I cannot help. Where is my fault, where is not my fault. Where I can let go, where I cannot let go. Where I can forgive, where I cannot forgive. But Allah says, try to forgive. Then you start understanding that other people also have gone through. Like you. How did they come out of it? Other people have gone through worse than you. Saints and prophets have gone through worse than you. How did they? What is it that is giving them that power to understand? Now, all these things, not just understanding, but now the so-called, it's good you didn't use the word trauma. You didn't run to any catchphrases. Because when you use a catchphrase, it flattens out every, let's say, detail, every nuance, because everything is different. Yeah. Nowadays, Shaykh Efendi used to say this for decades. If they say you're quiet, they say you're depressed. Now, every time someone is feeling sad, they say depressed. Sadness is different. Depression is different. Being excited about something, being nervous about something is different. To have anxiety is different. People used to use the word anxious. I'm anxious. But anxious is different from anxiety. Now everything that we don't like, it becomes a science-backed fact. You understand? Something that is negative, it becomes that. Suddenly it becomes that. And then when you use words like anxiety, suddenly you have a whole battery of doctors and studies and medicines and videos and this and that because you use that word. So now try to use your words carefully to really describe what it is that is going on. So you did not choose that word. I know this. That's very intelligent. So now they'll teach you. As you think why it happened, how it happened. So this is the surgery that you are going to do on yourself. Then you will understand. You will take lesson from it. You will take wisdom from it. You will understand how, in so many ways, it leads you to haqq, to truth, to Allah. And that is a time when even if you do wrong things, You do wrong things doesn't mean somebody does something to you is trauma, but you do something to yourself is not this. Then you realize because you're running back to your Lord and you're asking and you're holding tightly to his friends, to the awliya Allah, to try to do this, that wrong action suddenly seems as if it is there for a purpose. It becomes a right action. And because you take lesson from it and you understand it, you observe it, you understand it, you are able now to connect to someone who has gone through that. And you're able to help, just to share. And you found a way out, and then you say, this is what is taught to me. I don't know, maybe you find it useful. You're not trying to force anyone, because it is discovery, yes? So, and then you speak. Then that one will learn, and he will benefit, and you will be blessed, you'll be rewarded, although the things that you did in the past is something that's completely against what Allah wants. But because of your sincerity, looking for Allah and holding on. We're just explaining the ayat of Allah. You understand? So when you return to your Lord, nothing is wasted, nothing. Everything that you've experienced, especially all the wrong things, it is there. Allah turns it. Don't cop out and say, well, if I didn't do all those wrong things, I wouldn't be here now. No. If you don't do all those wrong things, you'll probably be here years ago. Not you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about everyone else, you understand? But all of that, because even in that confusion, Allah is not forgetting us and is still pulling us, and we managed to come out from that confusion to seek Him, and now we can go back. And then Allah in His mercy, He's turning all those bad things to be useful, to have wisdom, to have a use. And now you can share. Then it doesn't stop, it keeps growing. Right? Mm-hmm. For that you need a share, slowly. It'll take some time. Sometimes no discussion, sometimes a lot of discussion, sometimes some words, sometimes it's not. These things, so many times, it's not going to be through too much talking also. I think you realize, you pray, it opens. All right?
Thank you, Shaykh.
Inshallah. It'll be easy, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Have your tea. Oh, yes. Give the halwa, give the Lokman. Ya Allah. Anything else anyone wants to say? Yes, Ajay. Bismillah.
I remember Shaykh saying one time that if your heart is not filled with the note of zikr, you cannot come close to Mahdi alayhi salam because your heart won't be able to handle it. I have a few questions regarding this statement. First of all, is a murid's daily with enough to fill your heart with the note of zikr, or do you have to be in remembrance of all day long, or as much as possible? Secondly, doing zikr in rabita versus in ghaflat, but can you also, instead of not doing anything at all, is doing zikr in ghaflat better? And how important is zikr in the development of a murid and overall, if you can elaborate?
BismillahirRahmanirRahim. Zikr is very important to a Muslim, to a believer, to every murid. But there are different kinds of zikr. as you know. Physically, in the zikr of reciting, there are zikrs when you recite standing, sitting, making some movements, or not making any movement, or not making any sound. Silent zikr. Yes? So that is an example to show that how the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there are many, many ways to it. There's many tariqats as there are many ways to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Zikr means to remember. Zikr doesn't mean to recite. Yes? It means to remember. You recite. The tongue can say something, the heart can say something. You recite. Which one is more important, the tongue or the heart? The heart, always the heart. No. So, however, the focus of our tariqat, we may say, the main, what? Huh? Goal, not goal. The pillar of our tariqat is not zikr. It's not. Shaykh Naksibendi is saying what? It is sohbat. Sohbat. What happens during sohbat? What happens during sohbat? Are you reciting anything during sohbat? In fact, during Nakshibendi sohbat, in sohbat, it is bad manners even for you to be making zikr or salawat. I had people coming in front of me. I know they're not like that 24 hours, but suddenly in front of us, ask me questions, answering, like that. What can we do? They belong to other ones, so we don't say anything. But I know how our Shaykh and our Grand Shaykh's stance is on this. In fact, so during sohbat, you cannot even make zikr with a tongue. You cannot even pull to Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, like this. Because what is sohbat? What is sohbat? To make us to do what? To remember, but more than that, to be in the presence. To be in the presence. That's why some zikr, they say it is what? Hadra. Hadra, to be in the presence. But different kinds of presence. There's some presence that you can completely feel that you're transported somewhere, you're not here. But there's some presences where you're here, but you're not here. Yes? And what is the sohbat making you? To remember Allah, to remember the Prophet, to be in the presence. As much as you are listening and being present, then you are in the presence. Then when you are present, then that time, although physically you are training yourself, you're not doing anything, you're not moving, you're not doing this and that, just as Sahaba Kiram were doing. They're being very like arrows that are drawn by the bow, ready, hungry, like that. If you are like that, then what happens? And that, how you say, be quiet a little bit. Now don't be busy with the tea. Sohbat is happening. This is my point. Because when the bow is drawn and the arrow is pulled like that, is a very delicate moment. You see? How many times we hear Shaykh Efendi when he's giving sohbat, he gets so upset because people are distracting. Not that he's distracted, but meaning that people don't want to listen. And when people don't want to listen to sohbat, it's shaitan who is interfering. And he says these things, I have to prepare myself to listen well, to be in real state of sema, to listen, for it to fall. Because here we're talking about inspiration. And you lose it, that's it. It's not going to come back. You cannot say, well, I'm sorry, can you give it? No. So it's not only the responsibility of the one who's speaking, but the one who is also there listening. They have to cooperate, let's say. As much as you're listening, we're listening too. And Shaykh Efendi used to say, at least you are responsible only from one action. He says, we're responsible from two. You're responsible only to listen. We're responsible to listen and also to do. You understand? Because you have to listen and then we have to speak. So, the sohbat is there to make us to be in the presence. As much as you want to be in the presence. If you don't want to be in the presence, then you're not going to be, even if physically you are in the presence. Now that, we come closer to Rabita. Zikr is the door to that. To be connected, and the Rabita is the door to be in Hadra, to be in the presence. You practice. Then the daily wazifa is there for you to practice. Of course there's blessings. Of course there is. Of course we are aware of so many of the fazilat of reciting certain names of Allah, certain names of the Prophet, certain salawats that you do, the zikr that you do. Of course you are. But as a murid, we are not looking for that. We're not looking for that. As a murid, we're looking for the murad. As a murid, you are looking for the owner. Because as a servant, you're not looking to be paid. The servant looks for the master. And we have such a great master that the master says, come, disappear, you will not be the servant too. A drop of water that falls into the ocean will finish, but it becomes the ocean as well. Yeah, not to say we become Allah, that's not the meaning. But when you finish everything, now, you are at that level where you are, then you understand certain things that is given to you. You understand what is given to you, how much that you're willing to give, how much that you're willing to sacrifice your ego, then that much is given to you. Didn't Allah say? Then when you start doing the things to come closer to me, by your own self, willingly, no law, no obligation. Although obligation, you also be loved, but you do beyond obligation. Didn't Allah say, I will become your eyes that you see, your ears that you hear? That is now not meaning astaghfirullah, you become Allah. No, it's not that. But you start according to the level, according to how much now that you're about to, that you want to give up, that much more is going to be given to you. Okay? So now, zikr, yes, that doesn't mean now, okay, person cannot say, murid cannot say, well, I don't have to do my zikr because I'm always there at the sohbat. In fact, so many times I hear Shaykh Efendi is looking at us and looking at the quality of the listening to the sohbat and also the loud zikr that you do. He says, so many of you, you're not making your daily zikr too, because I will know. I can hear. And a person is practicing the zikr, not practicing, doing the daily wazifa and doing other things, he will come for this loud zikr prepared. Because now they started already. They turned the key. Now everything is moving, you understand? So that time with the loud zikr, then spiritually, our Shaykh can take us somewhere that we need to be. The Naksibendi way, they veil you. They will take you, but they'll veil you. So that you cannot claim, you cannot see, you cannot be drunk. Because it's not about what you see. There's more that you need to do, more that you need to do. If you see a little bit, you get drunk and you think you're something, that will actually retard you from going further. Now with Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam, for instance, yes. It's a big subject when we talk about Mahdi alayhi salam now. Everyone is speaking, but no one is listening. No one is listening to the words of the awliya. They only want to do their own research. Nobody trusts sheikhs anymore. Nobody following them. I don't blame them. Not many left. I don't consider myself one. Just to get that clear. But I am following my sheikh as much and as closely as I can. Now about the subject of Mahdi alayhi salam, I'm seeing this. Proper people who are also spiritual, proper people who are also following awliyas, but they do their own research. Where they research, it used to be once upon a time people do research in libraries and this and that. Now they do research on the internet. And they find as if Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam is going to reveal himself through the internet. What, he's going to have a Facebook page. He's going to have an Instagram to declare himself. This is the idea. So they make certain calculations and they say this is this, this is this. They're doing their own thinking. But they're not following their shaykh. If their shaykh is not opening it up, don't open it. It's not important. But our shaykh is saying certain things. Now it's a big subject because even when he had opened up certain things, so many people are not ready. The murids are not ready. And we're not going to give any knowledge that is not going to give you benefit. Huh? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The heart must remember, then the tongue will speak. The heart must remember, and the ears will be able to hear. The heart will remember, and the limbs and everything else will go according to what the heart is dictating. Meaning now the remembrance of Allah, it has to be your whole lifestyle. Because those who remember Allah and their lifestyle is not, and there's so many, subhanAllah, east and west, north and south, who say, yeah, Ahli Zikr, I remember Allah, but their whole lifestyle is not remembering Allah, because the one who remembers Allah the most, that Allah says, follow him, follow his way, is the Prophet ﷺ. And so many, they're leaving the lifestyle of the Prophet ﷺ while thinking that Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah in their heart is enough. It is not. So now we're moving from the quantity to the quality of it now. The quality of it. Our Shaykh used to say, whatever our Shaykh is speaking is from Shaykh Maulana, of course, from the golden lineage. And he's saying, murids must go through seclusion. But in these days, he says, people also treat seclusion like it's a game. How many times you hear a Shaykh Effendi talking about people who entered seclusion? Wrong. They entered to seclusion because of the orders of, like say, a great saint, Sultan Ali, whatever, but they say this one is entering to get more jinn power. He actually used those words. This one is entering to seclusion to do this, entering to seclusion to do that. So it's, he entered seclusion so many times, of course. So many times, Shaykh Allah says, you pass, the others, they fail. Whatever you are looking for, you will find. Shaykh Effendi wasn't looking for all those things. But he's saying now, for the murids, at least, he's saying 3 holy months that they are coming. He says, between Asr and Maghrib, sit down somewhere. 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sit down somewhere and make the intention of seclusion. That you are really like push everything away, everything, push it aside, as if you are dead and everything else is dead. Your wife, your children, your husband, your worries, your wealth, everything is like, it's finished now. Nothing matters now. I'm in seclusion with my Lord. Just try. It's just 5 minutes, try it. It says, our mashaykhs will give you the same reward as if you enter. In fact, you think that's impossible, you think that's too much. In fact, Shaykh Maulana says, Shaykh Abdullah is saying, recite those intentions that we said, that we say every time. Nawaitus, I make the intention. It says, you will get the blessings of that. Certain things when it's you see, putting gas is one thing. It doesn't mean much, but you have to have gas. Once you have gas, like in a stove, you turn on the stove. That's great, but you're not doing nothing yet. You understand? You have to cook. So all these things that you're doing is just starting. So now you have to, there is a purpose there. Because the remembrance also is for what? Many people, they also attend zikr for wrong reasons. Now, if we make zikr, what is our purpose for? No. What is our purpose for? As a Nakshibendi Murid, what is our purpose for? Everything points to what? Everything must point to Rabita. Rabita. Why is Rabita important? Because we have 70,000 veils between us and Allah. Very difficult for us to go through our own veils. But when you're in Rabita, you are with those ones who travel back and forth, and it's easy for them to take you to travel back and forth. It's difficult for you to climb that mountain. Difficult. But if you have a Sherpa, a guide, he may even say, close your eyes, jump on my back, don't say anything. Before long, you realize that you're on top of the mountain. What it requires, how you say? Trust. And as much as you are connected in every way, you're remembering. And that remembrance is tested, and you do. It's tested again, you do. When you serve, and it's tested. Meaning that you think you have something, and they will say, okay, we are protecting you, we're teaching you how to fight and how to protect yourselves against shaitan. Shaitan is not going to leave you alone. He's going to try to break through. And make sure that your defense is right. You think that you have defense, you think that you have the love that will defend you. They will test it, they will knock it, say, this part is weak. Bring it down. You build it. You build. They say, okay, now this is good. Now bring it down because you need something more, bigger, stronger. So that happens then. That happens until you become really strong. And that time, it becomes part of your life. You suddenly thinking it's part of my speech, part of the way I think. As Shaykh Efendi used to say, I don't even open the door without asking Medet from my Shaykh. Whether it's saying Medet, thinking this, but there is a connection that is there. Because now you are with your Shaykh. You understand? I don't want to open so much, but Mahdi alayhi salam. But Mahdi alayhi salam also is Khalifas. It's not going to be one person, everyone is flocking him. There is going to be an army, there is going to be a hierarchy. You cannot stop moving. Right next to the person who's asking, did I say anything? No. Crack, crack, crack, crack, crack. The entire time, crack, crack, crack, crack, crack, crack, crack. But I have to say something now. Connection is important. And if you love, which everyone loves, especially if you have fallen in love, you understand that even more. Not everything, but even more. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Any other question? Anyone saying? Bismillah. Did you fix it? Did you fix it? Huh? What?
Yes. We can replace it.
Did you talk to him? Okay. This much is enough, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.